How you doing? It's the full moon today, actually, I think. Full moon or new moon, one of the two. Hope all is well. I just got back from Iceland. I was traveling, and yeah, just want to make it clear that sometimes my readings resonate, sometimes they don't. Even if my readings have resonated with some of you in the past, it doesn't mean they're always going to resonate. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I try my best to keep it general, but if love pops up, then love does sometimes take center stage. But it is what it is. So with that being said, let's start. What's going on with Scorpio? Scorpio. Oh, we have I love you that flew out. The funny thing is, you know the quote where someone wears their heart on their sleeve. This card, I love you, fell out literally on my sleeve. And I'm just thinking that is so poetic. So we have I love you, we have ego, we have third party, okay, we have children. This is similar to Libra's reading. We have I'm sorry, and we have death endings, and we have leave me alone. That is so specific. And that reminds me of Libra's reading. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. But with the third party and children, this could be one of many meanings, okay? You could have dealt with someone who has children and they basically prioritize their children over you, or vice versa. You could have children and that is the third party, and you can't really give much to other people, or this person in specific, and it may have them feeling some type of way. But alternatively, not to scare anyone, you could have been dealing with someone who cheats with the mother of their kids, or who got someone else pregnant as a form of cheating, whatever it may be. But please don't take that negative message if you know your person's character is not like that, because I don't want to inflict fear into people's hearts when it may not even resonate. Okay, just take what feels like it resonates. Yeah. But for some of you, it's just someone who had more focus on their kids and they couldn't really prioritize someone. It could be you or this person. Okay, and maybe this person was very demanding. Okay, someone in this connection could have been too demanding of your time, or people in general, even friendships. People could have been too demanding of your time, and it's like, I don't have the time to give to everyone when I have responsibilities like kids. But this could also be immaturity as well. Like maybe someone was immature and it's preventing you from finding love or whatever it may be. Okay, but apply what resonates. But we do have ego and we have I'm sorry. So somebody in a situation, someone from your past or your present, or someone who you've dealt with or are dealing with, someone wants to apologize and right their wrongs with you, but they are a bit egotistical. They don't really want to admit that they are the ones in the wrong. It could be you, or it could be a cross watcher, could be anyone, okay? Because you know how tarot readers, like, they kind of do the readings in a way where it's like it makes whoever the zodiac sign the victim and the person that they're talking about the villain, but it may not always be the case, you know, because some people cross watch my videos. Some people who are not Scorpios may be dealing with a Scorpio and they feel like, oh, the Scorpio is the one doing this to me. So that's why I try my best to clarify. I'm like, someone in this situation is very egotistical. They know that they've done something wrong, but it's like they don't want to admit it, but they know they need to apologize because they want you back. Some of you could have left this person, okay? This person feels like they're in love with you, whoever it may be. However, they're trying their best to put an ending to that with the death endings. Or maybe some of you walked away from this person, or they walked away from you. But upon someone walking away from the other person, the person that was left behind is realizing that they actually love the person that walked away, you know, but they're realizing a bit too late after the ending, okay? And I feel like overall, someone just wants to be left alone. For someone who, like, say for example, whoever walked away, I don't feel like they walked away to be with someone else. They walked away because they wanted to be on their own, especially if you're someone who does have children. Someone just wanted to be on their own, but the other person wasn't getting it and they wouldn't let them go, you know? So I do feel like it's not always a case of someone else being involved. I mean, we do have third party, but for some of you. But I do feel like someone right now just requires being on their own for a while, okay? But then maybe the other person, or just people in general, were taking it personally, okay? What's going on with Scorpio? We have the Nine of Swords, and the Fool card, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the Emperor, Queen of Cups. Okay. Maybe this goes here, I don't know. Okay, and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Next to it is the Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel at this current time, I'm hearing flashbacks. So some of you could have gone through a period of situations where you've been thinking about the past. Maybe you could be having night terrors. This is dreamy energy, Neptunian energy, and the Nine of Swords looks like it's happening at night. So you guys could be having certain dreams. It doesn't have to always be night terrors or nightmares. You could be having dreams about what you want to achieve. You could be feeling stressed out, thinking, will you be able to achieve them? But this could also be having like bad nightmares about things, or worries at night, that, or just feeling stressed out at night, and you're being kept up, and it's making it hard for you to sleep because you have a lot on your mind, or you could be stressed out. Okay, but with the Emperor card and the Fool card, I feel like you guys are trying your best to, you know, accept new opportunities and try out new things and just become this emperor. I feel like you guys just want to feel stable, or you want to attract an emperor. There's something about stability, like you're working towards to become the best version of yourself, and you're learning to take risks and learning how to let go. Because I know Scorpios, you guys may find it hard to let things go, especially if people do you dirty, like you want revenge, or when you really love someone, it's very hard to let them go because you're a water sign. However, I feel like you're trying your best to embody a more fire sign kind of like energy, where even if something's difficult, you're trying to transform, because you guys do rule the death card, so that is about transformation. So you're trying your best to try something new and become this emperor. You guys want to be successful and stable and respected, so that's really good for you. I feel like Scorpios, even though you're a water sign, you could be very possessive, jealous, and vengeful. You guys have a really good trait to yourself where you're willing to change, you're willing to learn, you're willing to transform yourself. Even if you acknowledge that certain things you do are not the best, they could be kind of toxic, you're willing to recognize that and want to work on it, because you guys rule transformation. You guys are the taboo sign. You guys are, you know, very into that. Very magnetic though. People are very drawn to you, Scorpio. But I really do like that about you guys. Okay. But I was feeling a taste in my mouth about marshmallows. I don't know if that has anything to do with the reading, or but some of you could be very sweet toothed, or you could have known someone who loves marshmallows, or you could have marshmallows in your fridge, or you could be wanting to make s'mores. There's something about marshmallows, I don't know what it is, but I felt it in my mouth randomly. And I don't even eat marshmallows. The last time I ate a marshmallow was probably when I was a child. But yeah, that was very random. Maybe as a kid you guys enjoyed marshmallows, and there's something to do with your childhood that is keeping you up at night, memories, maybe just past trauma, but you're trying to work through it and become this emperor. Okay, but we do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, so I do feel like you guys will be getting an opportunity in love soon. I feel like someone wants to court you, and you're going to be deciding whether you want them or not, because I do see you being very cautious. Okay, you could have your guard up a little bit towards lovers or new lovers, or something stable with someone new, or even if you're dating someone like effortlessly or loosely, you may be taking it to the next level and you're still being a little bit cautious. But there may be a desire to, but you're not quite sure. Maybe the past has really hurt you. Maybe past trauma has hurt you a lot, so it kind of affects the kind of decisions you make. Okay. Okay, so what's gonna be happening for Scorpio? We do have the Eight of Swords. We do have the Moon card. We have the Magician. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the High Priestess. And we have the Devil card. Next to the Devil card, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Beware of an ex energy. They could be very much latching onto your energy. Because when I think of the Page of Pentacles, I think of someone who's a student, like they're studying you, but they're observing you from a distance, learning and admiring you from a distance. But because it's next to the Devil card, it makes you think they're obsessed with you. You could have an earth sign, or just someone who's younger than you, or just a bit less experienced. Like this person could be just stalking you, or just obsessed with your energy. So just be wary of that. Again, I always say you Scorpios are magnetic, you know, so you could have people just obsessed with you. If they can't have you, they'd rather obsess over you kind of energy. But I am getting like some people see you as someone who's very confident, and you're not afraid to put yourself out there. There are people who really admire you, and I feel like I'm being called to tell you that, because sometimes you guys may not feel like people pay attention to you, or people take you seriously, or you may feel like you're not doing much in your life. But don't give up. Try to self-motivate yourself, because people really do see you as amazing and talented and so much potential. And I don't believe that is people projecting onto you. I truly believe people see your potential. but you may be your worst enemy. You may think negatively about yourself. You may let insecurities get in the way of what you're trying to achieve. And that is, you are your own enemy. I believe you don't have enemies, Scorpio. I don't think anyone is, looking at you like, ugh, Scorpio ain't even shit, Like, I hope Scorpio doesn't make it in life. I generally do believe people want to root for you, but you are being your worst enemy here, because we have the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. So Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords. This is negative thinking. This is negative emotions, but you hide this. You don't let anybody know that you sometimes may have some insecurities. So I do feel like you're very good at presenting yourself as confident and quirky, and you're just being yourself, but you may have some setbacks that make you feel like, am I still good for this? Am I good enough for this kind of career, this job, this relationship? And people don't know that you may have this. You could have, not to be, I don't want to get too like deep, but you could have mental health issues. You could have negative thoughts, maybe depression or anxiety, but people don't know that because you're very good at masking it. You're good at hiding it. But I do feel like what is to happen is, regardless of any anxiety or any worries or I feel like you're going to keep soaring. I feel like someone's going to see you for who you are. They may pick up on the fact that you may have these negative thoughts or worries or doubts, but someone's going to love you anyway. With this Knight of Cups, I feel it's creative energy, Piscean energy, where I do feel like as long as you follow your intuition and you try your best to live authentically, you're going to be welcoming a lot of opportunities in career, creative pursuits, and love. So I do feel like follow your intuition and believe in yourself. Everything that is making you nervous will be illuminated, and you'll find a way to solve these problems. I feel like you guys need to work with your shadow side. You're going to be working with your shadow side. You're going to be working on things that you do need to heal about yourself. Right now, I feel like a therapist right now for your reading. So you guys could have a therapist you talk to, or you could have mental health issues, but I feel like any deep-seated issues, because I know a lot of people don't like to admit, like, oh, I'm insecure, I do have mental health issues. No one really likes to admit that, or people sometimes will lie to themselves and say, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong with me. But to some extent, everybody has a little bit of issues that they struggle with, okay? It's good to admit that sometimes you are insecure, and sometimes there is a problem you need to work on. Sometimes you may act out of your insecurity and hurt people. You may do fucked up things. It's human nature, right? But I feel like you're going to be alchemizing that now. You're going to recognize what does need to be worked on, and you're identifying it and working with it, and it's what's going to open opportunities. You may even be an alchemist, like you channel all the bad energy that you feel into something creative. So say, for example, if someone's treated you badly, or an ex cheated, or someone hurts you, you're gonna Taylor Swift that shit and write a song about it, and then it may get a lot of views, a lot of likes, and everyone will be like, wow, this is a bop, I can relate to it. But it came from pain, So I feel like you're going to work with any fears you have, any anxiety, any secrets you even have. You're gonna bring it to the surface. You're gonna feel exposed. You're gonna be vulnerable. There's a need to be vulnerable so that you can step into this new cycle of life of being creative and using that vulnerability, because the vulnerability will somehow interlink with the authenticity. I feel like this is such a spiritual reading, okay? Maybe you guys are going through the dark night of the soul, but we do have the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician. So I do feel like you could end up being with someone who is good at manifestation. Could be a Gemini, could be a Virgo, could be an Aries, but I do feel like earth sign energy present and water sign energy present. But I feel like you're going to be using your skills and using everything you need to know and raising your vibration and working towards your future. You're going to be attracting a lot of abundance, and maybe even abundance to the point where eventually you get married, you settle down, and you have a family of your own, because you cultivated all of that through hard efforts. And I'm talking generational wealth. I'm not just talking a little bit of abundance and wealth. Like, this is like really big. So whatever you're working towards, keep going, okay? Keep alchemizing your pain. Try not to be vengeful. Try not to be mean. We also have the Ace of Cups peeking out, so you could be attracting new love, someone who's more on your level. But try not to be vengeful or think about the negative things, or think about why don't people like me, or hate on people. Like, just tell yourself everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own path. There's a reason why God made me a Scorpio. Okay, Scorpios do have those traits of possessiveness, jealousy, envy, all that negative traits. But they also have really positive traits. Like, every star sign has a positive and a negative, right? But you guys are beautifully gifted with transformation. So even if something, a part of you don't like or you feel insecure about, you may feel a bit jealous of others, you're going to be called to go through that painful transformation and that shadow work you're doing on yourself to attract better. You becoming this person can be open to opportunities and seek an opportunity when you see one and work on themselves. And another key advice, this part I'm just going to say it from me, not necessarily from tarot. Don't compare your life to anyone, and don't compare yourself to anyone, because if you compare yourself to people, you're going to feel like you're lacking. So don't do that. That is what's going to bring the negative thoughts and emotions. Okay, what's being hidden from Scorpio? This is more like what you need to know. What's being hidden from Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? Okay, we have the Death card. This is you guys. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Chariot. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords. So you're going to go through a lot of challenges, okay? You guys are the Death card. You guys are going to go through situations that leave you disappointed, that keep you feeling like stuck, okay? You may even turn your back towards potential connections because you're so focused on what has gone wrong. But don't be so sad about this, because it's going to help you align, especially if you keep seeing 222 everywhere. That's alignment. You're going to be going through a painful transition, okay? Just a heads up, but it's going to lead you to exactly where you need to be, because we have the Hanged Man, which is all about enlightenment. You're going to be able to see things from a different perspective through enlightenment. You may even be sent people on your path to teach you lessons, not always through being hurt, but they come into your life just to teach you stuff and then leave. It was never meant for you to get attached to. It's kind of like Nanny McPhee, like where she's like, I'm off to leave this family because I need to join another family because you guys no longer need me anymore. It's kind of like some people are meant to be in your life to teach you things. So try not to take it personally when people do leave. It's meant that if they've left, take it as a sign that you've passed the test. They were only meant to leave your life to serve lessons and learn, and that was it. So I do feel like you're going to be changing your perspective upon going through this dark night of the soul, and it's going to really light a fire up your ass to move forward. You're going to move forward with more clarity and knowing what you need to do. And I do feel like eventually you're going to get your wish fulfillment, because we have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be sitting pretty and being very, very abundant, very like well stable. You won't have to worry about anything. If you ever felt cheated or felt like people don't respect you or people don't care about you as often, like this is going to be turned around. You're going to be highly respected, highly sought after, and you're going to be able to provide for yourself and people you love. We also have the Ace of Swords. So I do feel like it's going to be a challenge, but you guys are intelligent enough to surpass it. So don't even worry. Everything you put your investment into has not been done in vain, okay? Let's get a 10 card spread for Scorpio. 10 card spread for Scorpio. We have this Five of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Four card. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Emperor. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So overall, I feel like you guys are going to be trying to invest in certain things and see if it's meant for you, see if it's meant to work out for you. But yeah, I feel like you're going to be taking your time to really invest, which is really good. You're going to be cautious though, but that's just how you guys are. Okay, with the Ace of Cups and the Five of Wands, I do feel like Five of Wands is about competition, competitive energy. It could also be inner conflict, but I do feel like this is either self-expression, because I heard self-expression. You could have some inner conflict with trying to self-express. Some of you may not know what your niche is or what your style is or who you are. Like you're trying to find your footing in this world, in this society, trying to navigate through a place of being authentic. So you could be struggling with that at the moment, but it's to do with self-expression. But for others of you, this is just competitive energy to do with love. Like you may have a lot of people who want to offer your cup of love towards you, but you may think, okay, I don't know if I'm worthy of love. I don't know if I have the bravery to accept love in my life right now. And if you feel that way, then this is even more of a need for you to be in this element of self-love. Okay, you could have going through a lot of internal conflict, going through breakups, going through difficult things, and there's a need for you to have self-love again, you know, so that you can welcome something authentic. Because once you love yourself, you can recognize that love in others. Okay, With the Nine of Swords, I do feel like this is an obstacle. It could just be your overthinking. You could be over analyzing little things and then mistaking it to mean one thing when it means a different thing. So just be wary of that. This is an obstacle you need to overcome. I feel like in the past you were dealing with people or situations or opportunities that were a bit conflicting and confusing. You didn't know what path to take or how to move or what actions to take towards someone or something. It just left you feeling confused. Very dreamy though, but I do feel like subconsciously you need change. You need a fresh new beginning. You need to be more in this thriller seeking energy of like, let me try this new thing. If it doesn't work out, at least I can say I tried, but how will I know if I don't try? Like, you need to be in more of this Aries kind of energy where you're just taking risks, you know, just doing what makes you feel good. I feel like what you want is some new opportunities. You want something fresh. I feel like you're getting tired of doing things the same way. So you're craving something new, something stable but new. Maybe even a new job. Some of you have been wanting to change jobs and now you want a new job, okay? With this Queen of Cups, I do feel like in the time to come, you will be starting to feel a bit more fulfilled. Also, you will be making use of your intuition and learning how to discern between real from fake and who you are and who you're not and etc. and who you want around you and who you don't. You will also be omitting certain information from people and being a bit more closeted. But overall, I do see that you'll be more fulfilled, okay? I feel like the strength here is you are embodying the Emperor. You're learning how to deal with your matters independently using your mind instead of always having to go towards people who may not even have the best advice for you, okay? I feel like maybe in the past you were a bit more open to talk to people, but I feel like now you're embodying this Emperor where you can rely on yourself, okay? Right now you're being seen as the Page of Cups, so people see you as very genuine, maybe starting something out creative or just starting something new, okay? People feel like you have a genuine heart, like no matter what demeanor you put on, people see you as very young at heart and very loving at heart and like not naive, but it's almost like there's an innocence where like you may come off as like, oh, my battery's dying. You may come off as like don't fuck with me energy, but deep down you do genuinely just want true love. You want something genuine, and people do recognize that. But people may also see that you're not offering as much love as much as you used to. Page of Cups is like this, a little bit of emotional expression, or beginning of it one, but it's not like much. So people feel like you may be in this energy where you're not really willing to give much right now, but they understand why. It's not coming from a place of selfishness. It's just maybe you're doing the inner work. You're learning how to love yourself, okay? I feel like you need to understand that you're going to be having fun. I don't know why I said it like that. You need to understand that you'll be having fun. The Three of Cups is a good energy. You're going to be celebrating a lot more. We're hanging out with friends a lot more. So this is something to look forward to. I do feel like the outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. You'll be well provided for and you'll be providing for yourself. I feel like you're going to feel a lot more stable. So don't worry if right now you kind of may feel like your mind is all over the place or is doing like a 180 in terms of a lot of things running through your head. Everything will be made right soon. So don't even worry, okay? What advice do you have for Scorpio or other information? We have the snake and the fern, starting all over again. Some of you may feel like you need to reinvent yourself or start all over again when it comes to a situation, okay? Which is fine. It's transformation. I guess I can take this as a death card. We also have determination. You guys are working really hard and you're very determined to give yourself the life you believe you want and deserve. We have creative ingenuity. So I do feel like this is about creative pursuits for some of you. We have purification. Yeah, some of you have done a lot of shadow work, but you should be pleased with yourself. I don't know if therapists talk about shadow work. I've had therapy, but not for a long period of time before. I don't know if they go into shadow work or if they talk about things on a spiritual level sometimes, but I feel like what you're going through is a detox. It's like you're changing a part of yourself because you're elevating and you're growing, and that's the important thing. That's one thing I do like about Scorpios is even though you're a water sign, most water signs can't let people go. Pisces are a bit wishy-washy. Cancer's a bit like clingy, like they can't let things go when they need to be let go. But with Scorpio, it's like even if you carry both energies of Piscean and Cancer traits in the Scorpio, it's kind of like you're willing to change, even if it's difficult. And I feel like with Scorpio, it is difficult, but you're willing to do it. And that's the energy I really admire about you Scorpios. With Cancer, it's like it's difficult, so they don't want to do it. With Pisces, it's difficult, but it's like they'll be forced to do it somehow. But with Scorpio, it's like it's difficult, but it's like I'm gonna force myself to grow and evolve because I want better for myself. So it's really good. What advice do you have for Scorpio before my battery dies? We have Earth, learning how to be human but not of it. I feel like you guys are going to be going through a period of detachment. And there's a need for you to be detached and not be too heavily fixated on people, because it's good to rely on people, don't get it twisted, but you can't rely fully on everyone. And not everybody's meant to go in the path you're going in. You will eventually find your soul tribe though, so don't worry. But maybe at the current stage in your life, you're going through this detox, this purification where you can't take everyone with you. We have portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild cards. Yeah, I do feel like more opportunities are coming. This is giving 11-11 energy, so it's up to you. I feel like you're waking up to the realization that you get to have a say in what you want, the matrix, if you will. You get to make a decision on what you want in this world, and you're working towards it, even if it is difficult. We have losing your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Some of you may have resorted to ways to deal with it, like maybe alcohol, maybe sex, maybe finding people to leech off over. But now you're letting it go. You're like, oh, you're needing to let it go. It's like, be more in the full energy. That's basically what it's saying. Be more of the full card, Aries card. Okay, we have messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. I do think that's like the justice card of this deck. So I do feel like you will be getting good karma when you go through this transformation. So don't even worry, even if you see it as difficult, you will be getting your good karma. What advice do you have for Scorpio? We have recovery. Yeah, you guys are going through a lot, but I feel like you're learning. It's also detoxifying you. It's almost like necessary. We have be assertive. I feel like you need to be assertive with yourself and with others so that you know, like, you know what, this is the way I'm meant to go. And it may look different to other people and people may not understand it, but that's okay. We have peaceful resolution. So anything that has been a bit of a conflict in your mind, you're going to be able to find a solution to it. We also have let go. Yeah. It could be thoughts, it could be memories, it could even be people. You need to let the past die. You know, I was watching this Netflix series, it was in Korean. I think it was called The Moon Embracing the Sun. And that's all about basically, it's too long to explain, but there's a part of a scene where there's a shaman and she basically can't remember her life before. And a part of the shaman's experience is detachment. So you can't have those attachments from people from your past because you have a new journey you're going towards. So it's kind of like that kind of energy. Okay, what advice do you have for Scorpio? Oh, that's way too many cards. What advice do you have for Scorpio? We have decide the outcome. We have you're not afraid, and we have say yes, and we have give it to God. So this is basically saying you're going to have to make a big choice or decision or pathway or the way you want to be, who you are and where you're headed towards. This seems like a very deep spiritual reading, but you're going to have to make a big decision on that. But you're being encouraged to be strong and be courageous because we have you're not afraid. You're born to do whatever you're meant to do. Many lifetimes ago as well, you've done this. And we have say yes. So I feel like this is to opportunities, but also to love, you know, like I feel like following your intuition when it comes to love and opportunities. And we have give it to God. So don't even worry so much, okay? Just trust that, you know, whatever's meant to be will be, and it's for your highest good. And, you know, you can always learn from things, okay? But what love advice do you have for Scorpio? We have express your love. We have trust. We have codependency. I'm getting this codependency is not even you guys, okay? Maybe you guys struggle to let people from the past go or memories from the past go, but this could also be people depending on you. Like maybe you don't want to be in a codependent relationship with people anymore, but make sure you're not coming off as detached, because I am seeing unrequited love at the bottom of the deck, but I'm not getting this as someone rejecting your love. Or maybe if this is a past energy, maybe you felt like you were in situations with people who made you feel unrequited, like your love wasn't reciprocated. And maybe it wasn't. I'm just going to keep it real. Maybe they didn't love you like that. But now you're going through those situations has made you kind of detached yourself. It's kind of like now I'm in this zone of like feeling like I can't be too close with everyone as well. Like I need to go through my own transformation, my own healing. So be careful you're not coming off as mean, but I guess that's just part of like the journey, the life experience. I feel like you no longer desire codependent relationships. Maybe in the past you were the codependent one, or you wanted codependent relationships, but now you're kind of like getting rid of that. You don't want anything codependent, or else it will feel unrequited anyway. I feel like you're being asked to trust in yourself, that you can make the right decisions to choose someone who's basically right for you. And when you do find that person, you're being asked to express your love, okay? Don't hold back. Don't come off as too detached or like you don't care about people, because that may hurt people and push them away further. But that's all I'm getting. I hope this really made sense, because it seemed to be all over the place. It's very specific, so I understand it won't resonate with everyone. But take care. Bye.